It's the same thing in the same way all the time. Nothing changes, all these faces keeping their mind closed. Oh, it's the same days to give away, finding things to say. Go to a place, a space to dream away, just for one day. At the same time, in a different place, in a different way, in a daydream where we all seem to change our minds. Hours to same days to give away, finding things to say, and go to a place, a space to dream away, just for one day. It's the same thing in the same way all the time.
Hearts worth falling for. Oh, and with open arms I'll carry yours. Come, rain or shine, I'll cover you up and calm the skies. As long as you are mine, I'll be there when you need me. You can count on it every time. It won't always be easy, just as sure as the sun will rise. I'll be there when you need me, with every tear that falls from your eyes. Oh, you have me completely. I'll be there when I'll be there when you need me. Trust, it builds a home, and ours is a sacred place where we both belong. Faith, a planted tree. Oh, and it's grown its roots under you and me. As long as we both breathe, I'll be there when you need me. You can count on it every time. It won't always be easy, but just as sure